Today we're going to be taking a look at the Jecoo Bluetooth headphones. These headphones are waterproof, rated at IPX7. They are Bluetooth version 4.2. They feature CVC 6.0 noise isolation for phone calls. You can get 8 hours of playback time and 240 hours of standby time off of one charge. The battery status displays on iOS devices. These headphones come with either a all black cord or a black on red cord. With that being said, let's go ahead and run that intro video and jump right into the unboxing. Hey there, my name is Adrian with ProjectRamos.com and dealsbypr.com. On this channel, I do tech reviews, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. We get a micro USB to USB-A charging cable. Get the user's guide, support information, and just a read before using. We get a carrying case for the headphones. Company name is here. Here are the headphones. Looks like you have the power button here. Here is the micro USB charging port, volume up and volume down button here. You also get 2 additional sets of ear fittings. Now what we're going to do is pair this headset with our iPhone 10. So I'm just going to turn the power button on. And there's an LED indicator light here. As you can see, it's flashing red and blue to let us know that it's in Bluetooth pairing mode. So now that we have the headset in Bluetooth pairing mode, we can see here that it shows up in our Bluetooth settings as, let's see here, A1S. So I'm just going to choose that. And we are now paired. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to listen to different genres of music and see what the frequency response sounds like on this headset. Now that we've had a chance to test out these headphones, let's go over our final thoughts of this device. First, let's talk about the construction of these headphones. They are made of a real nice soft material. Well, it feels like almost like a neoprene or silicone material. It's plastic, but the outside feels real smooth. It's feels really nice actually, and I also like the details of the colors, being that it has this this real nice red, these little red features. So the headset is black, but it has these little nice red features here and here inside the ear cups, which is a real nice touch. And the company name isn't really advertised anywhere on these earphones, which is nice also, because you're not, you know, some headphones have a real big imprint of the brand that you're wearing, which, you know, some people don't like that. So construction wise, these headphones feel really good to the touch. When you are wearing them, they feel like they are constructed in a way where they're going to stick in your ears and they're not going to move around. Next, let's talk about the appearance of this headset. They come in all black, and it has all these little red features right here on the button and also on the earpieces here. And you can also get this headset with a cord that is black on one side and red on the other side, if you prefer that kind of look. But overall, the headset is black, so appearance wise, these look very nice. This is something that you're going to be able to wear, and it's not going to call too much attention to you. So overall, the appearance, I really like the appearance of this. The color that's chosen here, it, you know, really makes this headset look, or give it a real nice, elegant look. Next, let's talk about the functionality of this headset. For music playback, what you get is two physical buttons here, a volume up, volume down button, and you also get this multi-function button here. And what you're going to be able to do with these buttons is, first let's talk about the multi-function button. You're going to be able to play and pause your music using this button here. And with the volume button, you can obviously change the volume on while you're playing music back. And you can also, with these same buttons, if you hold them down for 2 seconds, either on the plus or the minus, you're either going to be able to move to the next track or go to the previous track using the volume buttons just by simply holding them down for 2 seconds. So functionality wise, it gives you a lot of function for music playback so that you don't have to go and reach for your phone every single time when you either want to change the volume or change the track in your music player. And for phone calls, these buttons also serve a purpose. So the volume buttons for phone calls is obviously going to control the volume on the call. And then the multi-function button for phone calls, you could either, if an incoming call comes in, you can answer the phone by simply tapping the multi-function button. If you want to hang up during a phone call, again, you just press the multi-function button. If you want to ignore an incoming phone call, all you got to do is hold down the multi-function button until the call is goes to voicemail. So you can control quite a bit using these buttons that are on the headphones. Next, let's talk about the comfort of this earphone set. It does have a wire. The wire goes behind your neck, and then the earpieces just simply go over your ear and right into your ears like this. The other end, you do the same thing. Once they're in your ears, they feel very secure, as if they're not going to move around a lot. As far as the profile of the headset, they don't stick out too much. You know, they moderately stick out. You just got to twist them around till you find a real good seal in your ear, because the better the seal, the better the music is going to sound. So once you find the perfect spot, they do stay in place. And as far as how well they stay in place, you know, you could literally go out for a run and they're not going to loosen up very easily. So as I'm wearing them right now, I can shake my head around and you can tell that the earpieces are not going to come flying out. So as you can see there, yeah, I probably look kind of crazy on camera there, but the earphones did not move at all. So they do sit securely in your ear and they're not going to lose their space. And of course, once you start working out and you start building up a little sweat, you know, they may become a little loose, but all you got to do is just simply just push them back in and they'll be right back in place. And of course, you know, this piece here is going to keep it in place. So should the earpiece come completely out, they're going to stay in place. So all you got to do is just push them back in and you're good to go. And if for some reason they come completely flying out, the wire that holds the two pieces together will, you know, keep them right in place. Or, you know, if you just want to have your earphones close by, but you don't want them in your ear yet, you can just leave them hanging just like that. Next, let's talk about the sound quality of these earphones. I played a lot of different genres. I played some hip hop, I played R&B, I played some rock, alternative rock. I played just a variety of different genres and different songs within each genre. And what I found across all of the genres is that as far as the balance of the sound, on the low end and the mid-range area, these headphones reproduce the music really well. However, on the high end, it's a little too rolled off, so the music doesn't sound as clear as it could sound if the EQ curve was had a little bit of a bump on the high end. So the mid-range and the low end area, it does really great there. On the low end, you can hear the bass really well. The bass is reproduced really well. What I do like is that it's not reproducing so much bass that you can feel you know, air moving in and out of your ear. That's one of my pet peeves about headphones, is when they reproduce too much bass to where you can feel the air moving back and forth. For me personally, I don't like that. I find that to be uncomfortable. especially when you're listening to music for long periods of time, you know, to feel that air moving back and forth. It starts getting a little uncomfortable. But this headset reproduces enough bass where you can hear it very well, but not so much bass where you're gonna feel air moving back and forth. So on the low end, it does really well. In the mid-range area, the vocals are present. They don't sound like they're buried behind the bass. So the balance between the bass and the mid-range area where vocals sit, it's balanced really well there. Now where it lacks a little is on the high end. The high end is rolled off a little too much, so the music doesn't sound as clear as it should sound or as it could sound. So the manufacturer, you know, that's just a note for the manufacturer. If they can add a little bit more of a bump on the high end, then that would probably solve that issue to where the music will sound a little more clear. But overall, it is a balanced sound with the exception of the high end, you know, being rolled off a little too much. I think most people will find listening to music on this headset enjoyable. For people that are really into crystal clear sound, you're probably, you know, the fact that the high end is rolled off too much, that's not going to appeal to those that really want to hear crystal clear music. But a lot of people don't mind that, especially because this headset is meant for workouts. And during workouts, you know, absolute music clarity isn't usually the priority. The priority is that you want something that is lightweight, that is secure, that is going to, you know, securely stay in your ear while you're working out, and that has a convenience of just simply pulling out and then they're gonna sit right on your neck just like this. So that's something that is the features that are really important for somebody that is going to be using a headset like this for workouts, whether it be in the gym or going out for a run. Those type of features are the most important. So overall, the music playback quality is pretty good. As I mentioned, you know, the low end and the mid-range area are balanced really well. It's just missing a little bit of a bump on the high end. As far as phone call quality goes, I left myself 2 sample voicemails so you can hear the difference between using my iPhone 10 handset and using this headset, and we'll play those now. It's the test of the phone call quality of the Jecoo Bluetooth headphones. We're now using my AirPods to test out the phone quality in comparison to the Jecoo Bluetooth headphones. So as you can tell, the phone call quality isn't great, but the person on the other end will be able to understand you. So you can take phone calls using this headset. The person on the other end shouldn't have a problem listening to you, and it does feature the CVC 6.0 noise isolation, which is going to help with phone calls. And if you're not familiar with CVC 6.0, what that does is during phone calls, it reduces the ambient noise around you, and it focuses more on your voice than the noise around you. So that helps with phone calls for the person on the other end to be able to understand you more clearly. So overall, phone calls are possible. They're not the greatest quality, but the function is there and it does work. And in a pinch, if you had to use this headset to take a phone call while you're out on a run, you're gonna be able to do that without a problem. And now for the $1 million question. Is the Jecoo wireless Bluetooth headphones worth your hard-earned money? At the time of this recording, they're selling for $17.95 on Amazon. I think you're getting a great value for that cost. At $17.95, typically you would expect to just get a regular wired, earphone set. But these are Bluetooth. So at $17.95, I think it's a great bargain for what you're getting with this headset, especially for those that need a good headset to work out with. The only drawback is the sound quality on the high end for music playback, but overall, everything else works great. As far as music playback in the mid-range and low-end area, it's balanced really well. But I think the music is enjoyable. Missing that high-end bump, I don't think is gonna ruin your experience while listening to music, especially for fitness workouts. Overall, you're getting quite a few features for the cost of the product. So at $17.95, I think it's well worth the money. This is gonna complete my review of the Jecoo wireless Bluetooth headphones. If you found some value in this video, I would appreciate it if you were to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, that way you get notified the next time we upload a new video. And on that note, I will see you on the next review.